I got that. I got a sheet for you.
Thank you. And I don't really have any new stuff.
No.
It's kind of like, yeah, I'm boring.
It's okay.
Are they here?
Yeah. Yeah, somewhere.
Is it plugged in?
No.
This one or that one? So then are you doing the...
Who's an announcer? Who's announcing? Standard. I mean, you could make it. I took a nap after. My hours are so long. And then I took some.
The only reason I sat there is because of the mic, right?
Good evening to the swim and dive fans who are joining us streaming live via ETV, and welcome to the fifth virtual meet for our Eagan Wildcats who are taking on the Lakeville South.
I don't even know what they are.
They're taking on Lakeville South. I don't know what they are. Thank you ETV for being able to stream the meet live to our friends and family at home, and thank you to Minnesota Orthodontics for continuing to sponsor the EHS Swim and Dive program. And now here are your Eagan Wildcats. Head coach for the Eagan Wildcats is Andrew Michelson. Assistant coach is Carl Kinsa. Diving coach is Julie Lynchide. Your Wildcat captains are Grace Erickson, diving. Today's order of divers is Naomi Fink, Olivia Kruger, and Samantha Ballesteros.
Naomi's first dive, 51.22A, back dive half twist, straight 1.8.
To begin the first round, we'll have Naomi, 52.11A, back dive half twist, straight 1.8.
Awards.
Awards,
4.5, 4.5.
and 4.5.
Olivia, 52.11A, back dive half twist, straight 1.8.
Next up, we have Olivia, 52.11A, back dive half twist straight, 1.8.
Awards.
Awards,
4, 4.5.
4.5.
Sam, 52.21D, back one somersault half twist free, 1.7.
Next up is Sam, 52.21D, back somersault half twist, free, 1.7.
Judges award.
Awards,
5 and across.
5.
Naomi, starting round 2, 201A, back dive straight 1.7.
Second round with Naomi, 201A, back dive straight, 1.7.
Awards. 5, 4.
5 and 4.
Olivia, 103B, front 1.5 somersault pike, 1.7.
Next up, Olivia, 103B, front 1.5 somersault pike, 1.7.
Awards.
Awards,
5 across.
and 5.
Sam, 52.31D, back 1.5 somersaults half twist free, 2.1.
Next up is Sam, 52.31D, back 1.5 somersault half twist free, 2.1.
Awards.
Awards,
5.5 across.
5.5.
Starting round 3, Naomi, 202C, back 1 somersault up, 1.5.
Starting round 3 with Naomi, 202C, back 1 somersault up, 1.5.
Awards. 4.5, 4.5. Olivia, 402C, inward 1 somersault up, 1.6.
Next up is Olivia, 402C, inward 1 somersault up, 1.6.
Awards.
Awards,
5.5, 5. Sam, 103B, forward 1.5 somersault pike, 1.7.
Next up is Sam, 103B, forward 1.5 somersault pike, 1.7.
Awards, 6.5, 7. Start of round 4, 102B, or Naomi, I'm sorry, start of round 4, 102B, front 1 somersault pike, 1.5.
Starting round 4, 102 for Naomi, sorry. 102B, front somersault pike, 1.5.
Awards, 5, 5. Olivia, 302C, reverse 1 somersault tuck, 1.6.
Next up is Olivia, 302C, reverse somersault tuck, 1.6.
Awards, 4.5, 4.5. Sam, 201A, back dive straight, 1.7.
Next up is Sam, 201A, back dive straight, 1.7.
Awards,
Awards,
7, 6.5. Naomi, 5122D, front 1 somersault, 1 twist free, 1.9.
starting round 5 with Naomi, 5122B, front somersault, 1 twist, free, 1.9.
Awards, 4, 5. Olivia, 301C, reverse dive tuck, 1.6.
Next up is Olivia, 301C, reverse dive tuck, 1.6.
Awards, 5, 4. Sam, 401B, inward dive pike, 1.5.
Next up is Sam, 401B, inward dive pike, 1.5.
Awards, 5.5, 6.5. Starting our final round of diving, Naomi, 401C, inward dive tuck, 1.4.
Starting round 6 with Naomi, 401C, inward dive tuck, 1.4.
Awards,
Awards,
3.5 across.
3.5.
Olivia's final dive, 201B, back dive pike, 1.6.
Next up is Olivia, 201B, back dive pike, 1.6.
Awards,
Awards,
6.5, 5.
and 5.
Final diver of the meet, Sam, 52.23D. Back one somersault, 1.5 twist free, 2.3.
Final dive for Sam, 52.23D, back somersault, 1.5 twist free, 2.3.
Judges award, 4.5, 5. That completes the diving. There will now be a 10-minute warm-up for the swimmers.
Diving portion of the meet, we'll now have a 10-minute warm-up. Swimmers use feet first, side and entries only, please.
Welcome to Eagan Girls Swim and Dive virtual meet against Lakeville South. Looking forward to seeing how the girls swim tonight. Just got done watching our divers, and the final scores, Naomi Fink came in third with a final score of 130.35. Olivia Kruger finished with a final score of 144.45, and Samantha Ballesteros finished in a 188.77 final score. First event for the evening is the girls' 200-yard medley relay varsity. Starting us off in lane 2, backstroker Tegan Gulbranson. In lane 3, Grace Erickson. Lane 4, Yumi Timberland Kim. And lane 5, Caitlin Kuznar. Very nice start for Grace Erickson. Followed second leg for lane 2 is Victoria Smith. Lane 3, Kira Leisinger. Lane 4, Kira Tierney. And lane 5, Layla Hawk. Third leg of the race is the butterfly. Just diving in lane 3 was Ava Marie Hopewell. In lane 4, Maya Eisenberg. Lane 5, Claire Kinseth. And in lane 2, Josie Van Diver. Avi Hopewell coming in strong. Getting ready for the anchor freestyle in lane 3, her sister, Olivia Hopewell. In lane 4, our anchor is Vivian Wen. Lane 5, our anchor is Julia Showalter. And in lane 2, Emily Nagelis. Olivia coming in strong for the finish. Lane 3, 155.37. Lane 4, Vivian finishes in a 203.26. Coming in for the finish here in lane 5, Julia. Their relay finished in a 214.35. Finishing strong in lane 2, Emily. The relays finishes in a 224.84. Next event is the girls' 200-yard freestyle junior varsity.
Good turns, lady. I'm counting the breathing in and out. That's how many 500s we're going to do.
You might have overheard Coach Andrew talking to his swimmers about details he's looking for in the next race. He's looking to have swimmers hold their breath into and out of the turns and at the finish, challenging them to hold their breath And if they don't, that's the number of 500s they're going to do at practice tomorrow. We have 11th grader Megan Deerberger. Lane 4, 11th grader Ari Carlson. And in lane 5, 9th grader and newcomer Tara Lee. Fun fact for you about Megan Deerberger, she's a huge Packers fan. Ari Carlson, her favorite dog is the Golden Retriever, and Tara's favorite dog are Maltese. Coming at the 100, Megan took her first 100 out in a 104. Ari in a 107, and Tara in a 108. Megan finishes in a strong 2:12.45. Ari finished in 2:18.20, and Tara Lee finishing in a 2:19.78. Lineup for tonight for our Eagan Wildcats has been switched around a little bit from our typical lineup. Swimmers are getting a chance to try out some different events, and they've swum so far this season in meets. Next up is the varsity girls 200 freestyle, event number 4. In lane 3, we have Captain Grace Erickson. Lane 4, 11th grader Yumi Tomberlin Kim. And in lane 5, newcomer freshman Megan Wall. Captain Grace Erickson is a huge Gopher fan. Yumi happens to have fans viewing from all over the country and even internationally. And for our newcomer, Megan Wall, her favorite part of swimming is meeting new friends. Looks like Grace is turning it on strong here in her third 50, coming into the last 50. Holding right at 2-minute pace. Grace coming in strong, finishing in a 2:02.49. Yumi finished at 2:07.63. Megan Wall finishing in a best time of 2:08.20. Next event is our 200 medley, individual medley, junior varsity. Looks like a stacked heat for our junior varsity. In lane 2, 11th grader Julia Showalter. Lane 3, captain Josie Van Diver. Lane 4, 10th grader Morgan Kipka. Lane 5, 10th grader Caitlin Kuznar. And in lane 6, junior Victoria Smith. Julia's favorite movies are Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. Josie's favorite animals are sharks. Go figure. Morgan Kipka, her favorite favorite show, TV show, is Grey's Anatomy. Caitlin Kuznar's favorite show is Friends. And Victoria Smith, her favorite animals are whales. Fun fact, my maiden name is Whale. Morgan's looking strong, coming into the final leg of this 200 medley. Individual medleys order is fly, back, breast, and free, where the relay is backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly free. Finishing strong for Morgan. Lane 4, 2:30.58. Josie finishing with a great 200 IM in a 2:38.20. Third place was Victoria Smith in a 2:41.81. Julie Showalter finished in a 2:42.80. And Caitlin finished in a 2:43.55. Next up is the varsity 200-yard individual medley. Eagan Wildcats are doing their very best to keep the social distancing as much as possible. That's why we take the time in between races to let the girls exit the pool before the next heat comes to the blocks. In lane 3, we have freshman newcomer Teresa Gaddy. In lane 4, 11th grader Avi Hopewell. And in lane 5, 10th grader Kira Tierney. The girls are taking it out to an aggressive start in the butterfly. First 50 split for Avi, 30.92. For Kira, 32.18. And for Teresa, 33.14. Individual medley is a great chance to see where one stroke might shine and another stroke might not be a swimmer's favorite. You don't have to have 4 perfect strokes to have a great IM. It's just nice to have 4 perfect strokes. Going into breaststroke, Ava Marie, good back to breast turn. Teresa and Kira looking nice and even. Good race for the girls so far. Very aggressive breaststroke for Ava Marie. Going into the last 50 here, freestyle. Coming home strong. Maybe is going to finish with a 2:19.58. It's a good solid swim for this time of the season for Ava Marie. And a very close finish here for Kira and Teresa. Kira finishing in a 2:30.88 and Teresa 2:31.09. Next event is going to be the girls 50 freestyle varsity event number 7. Speaking of whales, did you know that blue whales' belly button is about 8 inches wide? And elephants, they use their trunks like a natural snorkel, and they can swim 20 miles per day. Who would have thought?
Next up, we have event 7,
In lane 2, we have Emily Nagelis. Lane 3, Maya Eisenberg. Lane 4, Tegan Gulbranson. And lane 5, Naomi Fink. Speaking of natural abilities, Emily Nagelis' kick is so strong. You can see that also in Maya, the power. Tegan has a naturally long stroke, and she's turning it on for her stroke rate. Great finish for Naomi Fink. And Naomi is also a Nordic skier. Final times, Emily Nagelis in lane 2, 35.62. Maya Eisenberg, 28.91. Tegan Gulbranson, 29.48. And Naomi Fink, 30.29. I think that swimmer, diver, Nordic skier just swam her best 50 freestyle time. Event number 8 coming up next is the girls 50-yard freestyle varsity. And I believe all 3 of the girls coming up swimming this race have yet to swim the 50 free individual race for high school this season. This will be fun to see. Kira's doing jumping jacks, getting her heart rate up before the race. Lane 3 will be Kira Leisinger. Lane 4 will be Brenna Gulbranson. And lane 5, Claire Kinseth. A great start for Kira. See the power going for those girls kicked. Their powerful stroke rates. We typically like to see is minimum breathing. Ideally 1 breath on the way down on the first 25 and 2 breaths at most on the way back. Kira finished in a 26.48. Very nice swim. Tegan finished in a 27, Brenna, Tegan's sister Brenna, 27.34. And Claire finished in a 27.93. And at this point in the meet, the girls will take a 10-minute warm-up to recover from their previous races and to prepare for this last part of the meet. These meets go very quickly, and racing that hard back to back to back is very taxing.
Ladies, for swimming, not good.
I blame Michelle for that start. The start was terrible. Huh? What? I could still blame her.
And we're clearing the pool.
Okay, starting back up with event number 12, 100 butterfly varsity.
Coming up next is event number 12, the girls 100-yard butterfly varsity. Olivia's jumping around, getting her heart rate up for the race. In lane 3, Olivia Hopewell, 11th grader. Lane 4, Kira Tierney, 10th grader. Lane 5, Amber Peterson, 10th grader. And lane 6, Layla Hawk, 10th grader. Taken out to a solid first 50. Olivia splits a 32-31. Kira split a 33-42. Amber 33-01. And Layla 35-07. Did you know Olivia wants to be a screenplay writer when she grows up? Kira is a huge fan of Elf. Amber, she doesn't like rides. And Layla plays the piano. Finishing in a 107.82 for Olivia, 110.95 for Kira, 110.23 for Amber, and 115.65 for Layla. Great swims for the girls.
Don't worry, Carl, I got it.
Event 14, 100 freestyle varsity.
Hey, let's go, you ladies. Let's get at it. Come on. Come on.
And the next event is the girls varsity 100 freestyle. In lane 3, we have A.V. Hopewell. Lane 4, Megan Deerberger. And lane 5, Megan Wall. All right, solid first 50 for A.V., 28.19. Megan, 28.72. Megan, 29.19. Bring in Abe in. Good finish for AB, 57-52. Megan Wall finished in a 59-77. Dierberger, 59-82. All three girls under a minute.
Cross that one off right there. Done.
Sounds like Megan just exceeded a goal. Both Megans. And our next event is event 16, girls 500-yard freestyle, varsity. In lane 3, Grace Erickson. Lane 4, Vivian Nguyen. In lane 5, Tegan Gulbranson. Keeping their strokes long for Grace and Tegan. That's their natural stroke. Where Vivian, she's got a higher tempo turnover rate. That's her natural stroke. Did you know that kangaroos are great swimmers? I think that Coach Andrew might be part kangaroo. Grace is taking it out to a strong lead. Not too far behind is Vivian, and close behind, Tegan. We are approaching the 200 mark for Grace. She swam it earlier this evening in a 2:02 and taking it out for her 500. Her split was a 2:09.10. Halfway mark. See the girls bring the second half home. Some Olympic fun facts for you. In the 1900, it was the second contested Olympic Games. The strangest event to be held was the underwater swimming event. Nowadays, we call that hypoxic underwater swimming or holding your breath. But points were awarded for each meter swum underwater and points for every second stayed underwater. It was the first and only time that event was ever done. In 1904, there was an event called Plunge for Distance, where they started in a standing position and dove as far as they could go for 60 seconds. Last 100 here for Grace and Vivian. And the bell lap, the final 50 for Grace. See her turn it on, the kick, more turnover here at the finish. And Grace finishing in a 5:26.57. That's a great swim for this point in the season for Grace. Vivian holding that strong tempo, finishing strong with a 5:42.87. That's not far off her best time. And finishing her last 25, Tegan turns on her tempo, stroke rate, and kick to finish strong. Close to her best time in a 6:04.37. Fantastic 500s for the Wildcat girls.
I was ready. I was ready to do it. You guys can get out.
The next event is the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay, varsity event number 18. When scoring the meet, we're scoring virtually. We take the results from our opposing team, as tonight, Lakeville South. We take the final results and compare them. Relays score more than individual events, but they only score the top 3 relays from both teams, where individual events, the top 5. Leading us off for Eagan in lane 2 is Captain Josie Van Diver. In lane 3, Olivia Hopewell. In lane 4, Morgan Kipka. And in lane 5, Ari Carlson. Looking good for the girls. Olivia finishing here in a 27.63 for Morgan, 27.11 for Olivia for their first 50. Our second swimmer for the relays in lane 2, it's Megan Wall. Lane 3, Kira Leisinger. Lane 4, Brenna Gulbranson. And in lane 5, Megan Dierberger. right, third leg. Swimming in lane 3 is Yumi Tomberlin Kim. In lane 4, Amber Peterson. In lane 2, Tara Lee. And in lane 5, Julia Showalter. And our anchor leg coming up in lane 3, it's Vivian Nguyen, who just finished the 500. In lane 4 is Teresa Gaddy. Lane 5, Caitlin Kuznar. And in lane 2, Emily Nadgelis. That fast tempo turnover for Vivian is working to her advantage. Finishing strong for lane 3 is a 1:47.22. Teresa close behind, finishing her relay time of a 1:49.09. Caitlin, great finish there in lane 5, 1:58.56. And Emily finishing 2:05.37. 4 fast relays for the Eagan Wildcats.
I was going to do that as you walk by. Jen blowing my timing. That slow motion.
Next event is event 19, girls 100-yard backstroke junior varsity. In lane 3, we have 11th grader Victoria Smith. Lane 4, 10th grader Layla Hawk. In lane 5, 11th grader Ari Carlson. First 50 split for Victoria, 37.56. For Layla, 38.26. And for Ari, roughly 40 seconds. The pad did not catch that split. And finishing for Victoria, 1:15.71, Layla 1:17.11, and Ari 1:18.45.
What am I looking at? Yeah, it seems on this here.
Event 20, 100-yard backstroke varsity.
Next up is our varsity event, 100 backstroke. In lane 3, we have Amber Peterson. Lane 4, Kira Leisinger. And lane 5, Morgan Kipka. Morgan taking it off to a great start. Again, seeing some of our swimmers in off events is fun. Morgan splits a 33.27, Kira 33.91, and Amber 34.40 for their first 50. Finishing our last 5 yards for Kira, bringing it home strong, 107.57. Morgan finished in a 108.86, and Amber finished in a 109.29. Our next event is the Junior Varsity Girls 100 Breaststroke. In lane 3, we have Brenna Gilbranson. Lane 4, Tara Lee. And in lane 5, Emily Angelis. Great pullout for Brenna. Another off event for our swimmers. Brenna typically favors backstroke. She splits 39.40. Tara Lee splits a 40.83. And Emily splits a 40.598. Brenna finishing in a 2:22.87. She hasn't swum in 2 years. Best time. Tara finished in a 1:25.73. And I think I said 2:22. It was a 1:22.87 for Brenna. And great swim for Emily, a 1:36.02. Last individual event coming up is the girls' 100-yard breaststroke varsity. So breaststroke is the oldest event, and it's also considered the slowest of the 4 competitive strokes. It is technically the hardest to learn. Many might argue that butterfly is. Butterfly is probably the most physically taxing until you are fit as a fiddle and ready to swim it lap in and lap out of a practice.
Event 22, 100 breaststroke varsity.
100 breaststroke. In lane 2, we have 9th grader Teresa Gaddy. In lane 3, senior captain Maya Eisenberg. In lane 4, 11th grader Olivia Hopewell. Lane 5, 11th grader Vivian Wen. In lane 6, 8th grader Claire Kinseth. I like to see strong, powerful underwater pullouts for breaststroke. Maya is coming on strong for her first 50. Splitting in a 38 flat. Olivia split in a 38.50. It's a close, solid race for all 5 of our girls swimming tonight. And Maya finished in a 1:19.85. Olivia in a 1:20.30. Vivian in a 1:20.67. Claire in a 1:22.77. And Teresa in a 1:23.68. Very strong 100 breaststroke for an off event for most of the girls in the pool tonight. And our last event of the night, it's the 400 freestyle relay, varsity. Leading us off in lane 4 is Ari Carlson. In lane 3, A.B. Hopewell. In lane 4, Amber Peterson. Lane 5, Megan Wall. And in lane 6, Josie Vandiver. And taking it out to a strong lead is A.B. Hopewell. Splitting a 57.74. Second swimmer in our 400 free relay. In lane 2 is Julia Showalter. In lane 3, Yumi Tomberlin Kim. In lane 4, Kira Tierney. Lane 5, Megan Deerberger. And in lane 6, Tegan Gulbranson. Yumi is continuing that lead. The great turnover, tempo and speed. She's a natural sprinter. The third swimmer for lane 3 relay is Morgan Kipka. In lane 4, Teresa Gaddy. In lane 5, Claire Kinseth. In lane 2, Tara Lee. And in lane 6, Caitlin Kuznar. Great turn for Morgan. She's a powerful swimmer. Great tempo for Teresa. And Claire, who's a natural distance swimmer, turns it on with a great turnover. Tara Lee has a long stroke. And Caitlin has great tempo and turnover and kick. Anchoring our lane 3 relay is Captain Grace Erickson. Anchoring lane 4 is Brenna Gulbranson. Lane 5, Maya Eisenberg. Coming up here, our anchor in lane 2, Victoria Smith. And our anchor in lane 6, Layla Hawk. Finishing strong, Grace finishes her relay with a 3:49.58. Our lane 4 finish, Brenna touches in a 4:02.66. Maya finished in a 4:10.01 for her relay in lane 5. Victoria coming in strong here in lane 2. Her relay finishes in a 4:23.71. And bringing it home is Layla Hawk in lane 6. And her relay will finish in a 4:36.49. That concludes our virtual meet against Lakeville South Cougars, our Wildcats. Are looking forward to another couple weeks of in-season racing, and hopefully we have a end of the season meet. Thanks for tuning in, viewing on ETV, streaming live on YouTube. Thanks for listening, and in the words of Ron Burgundy, stay classy, Eagan. This is Michelle Hopewell signing off.